That brings us to Section 4, Citizens' Appearance. Other than public hearings and items listed on the posted agenda, citizens in attendance who desire to speak to the council may speak during this section. Excuse me. Speakers in attendance, each speaker will be allowed 3 minutes to speak and must fill out a speaker card and hand that over here to my office prior to speaking. Speakers not in attendance, each speaker must fill out a online speaker card, and this card must be submitted 30 minutes prior to the posted start time of the meeting. Currently, I have one speaker card who is in attendance, Susan Cato.
Say my name and address? Or
You just state your name and your address for the record.
Susan Cato, 820 Cedar Ridge Lane, Burleson. As you all know, I really hate public speaking, so excuse me if I stutter or shake because I really get nervous up here. But I've been watching the city council meetings and I can't just stay silent because I've been seeing 3 members who continue to embarrass our city and our values. We have Councilmember Payne making outrageous claims and using highly inappropriate language during a meeting. And she seems to think that these meetings that are all about her and uses her mic to push her own personal agenda and vendettas against people she doesn't agree with. The city does not revolve around her inflated ego, and I'm exhausted watching her embarrass not only herself, but our city when she speaks in these meetings. Second, we have Councilmember Stanford, who thinks he can use his influence to pressure the school board into doing what he wants. Our council and school board are separate, and one should not be pressuring the other. Now, this whole debacle wouldn't even have happened if a certain someone could fill out a form correctly and not procrastinate until the last minute. But that shows me they aren't capable of that position anyway. And it makes no sense that Councilmember Stanford would even care about the school board since he homeschools his kids. So he's pushing an agenda for no reason, and telling the school board what to do was highly inappropriate considering you are a sitting council member. Another thing with Councilmember Stanford is I know Councilmember Payne tried to silence me a few weeks ago with my online comment card, but I do believe that every citizen should read the Stanford's arrest warrant, not because of what his wife did, but because of what the officers heard Councilmember Stanford say to his own children shows his character. He sits up here, talks about church, and then says absolutely despicable things to his own children. That shows his true character, not this fake facade that we see here. Lastly, we have a mayor who claims that Facebook words should be stopping in the arguments, and then he makes a divisive post about throwing away unused COVID tests because they come from China. That post was simply just to stir the pot, or maybe to, get everyone distracted from Tamara Payne's latest blunder. I don't know what it is, or if it's just you're pandering to your base. But it was unacceptable for our mayor, who represents our entire city, to talk about throwing away unused COVID tests. And then there was a post that was shared by Brenda Gammon that I'm assuming you approved because it says it was your words, where you said, quote unquote, "I call everyone back, even the ones I don't want to talk to." You're the mayor of all of Burleson. You don't get to pick and choose who you want to talk to and not. But for you to come out and say that was so embarrassing because you're supposed to be showing our city kindness, and you're blatantly saying there's people in here I don't want to talk to. I'm sure I'm one of them. And that's just not acceptable. You may have those personal thoughts, keep it to yourself. You shouldn't be sharing that on Facebook because it is not what Burleson is for, and that was embarrassing. All 3 of you.
Okay, at this time, I have no other speaker cards for citizens on appearance. All the speaker cards are related to items on the agenda.